What's up guys, this is Aaron from Great Lakes RC and I've added another car to my collection. So I decided to pick up the Traxxas Rustler 4x4 and this is my first ever Traxxas product. I have actually driven a two-wheel drive Slash and upgraded it. It was actually my dad's truck, so I'm a little familiar with their stuff. Also I've driven a Generation 1 e-Revo brushed and brushless truck. So a reason I picked up this one is I just really like the way it looks. A lot of times I buy cars just based on their looks, and this one has got some really good looks with this green and blue. There's some darker blue and some light blue. They're almost like flames on here. The wheels are awesome. These little black chrome rims look amazing. It's low to the ground. Says it'll go 65 miles an hour with optional speed gear. All that is exciting to me. I know it's Traxxas, so I'll give you a few other thoughts. I'll take the body off and we'll go cover a couple things. It's not going to be an unboxing. I just want to cover a few things that stuck out to me. So one of the big reasons why I haven't bought a Traxxas product is the battery trays. It always seems like they're trying to force you into buying specific Traxxas batteries based on the trays. So this one, it's pretty generous size. So I got my Turnigy 2S 5000 milliamp batteries that I bought for the Rock Ray and for this truck. And these are like a perfect fit. So this comes across, and there you go. I mean, that one's perfect. I've also got, these are actually Electron Pro 3S batteries, 5000 milliamp, and they're just a wee bit taller. So you can see it doesn't want to kind of go flush, but you can make it work. So there's a little bit of a space there. So I think that's gonna work for running it. And then I've got these Pro Match batteries, and these are a tall pack. They fit in. Now it's not gonna work with this one, but they give you this other strap, which that would fit perfect for that. So that was one of the things that made me decide to get this, is I knew based on the tray size that I had some batteries that would work with it. So I like that. A couple other things that I like is I like the aluminum drive shaft, and then this spline that goes into the slipper clutch is metal. Gears are metal. You got turnbuckles that are metal. You've got an aluminum hinge pin brace on the back, and then you've got one right up here as well that's aluminum. So that right there says to me that, yeah, this truck can handle the 3S power that you're giving it. I don't like the amount of plastic, but unfortunately 10th scale vehicles, there's a lot of plastic on them. These drive shafts are plastic. From the videos I've seen, they're holding up. We'll see what happens when I run it. These shocks are plastic bodied. The lowers are plastic, the caps are plastic. I've already seen videos of the shock caps popping off, and I guess that's a problem that has been plaguing Traxxas two-wheel and four-wheel drive vehicles for a while. And then this wheelie bar. It looks nice, but boy, that's pretty darn flexible. So we'll have to see how that goes. I think there is another wheelie bar that Traxxas makes that I'm wondering if you can fit on there, because it's a little more solid. I've seen it. It actually has like a clip to support, because there's nothing supporting this. I mean, I think you could take this right off, and I'm hoping you can put that wheelie bar on there, but we'll find out. So plastic chassis, like I said, wish there was some more metal on here, but that's kind of the way it is. So this motor mount is one screw, which sounds good in theory. We'll see. If it hangs on good, just one screw hanging onto a motor. I kind of thought that was weird. There's no fan on this ESC, so you know, we'll see how that goes. But honestly, if this system doesn't last for me, I'll probably just put a Castle system in it anyway. Comparisons. I'm just going to compare it to the trucks I have or have had. This truck reminds me a lot of a Hobby King Rattler. It's similar size, similar looking wheels. I ended up putting Traxxas wheels on that, and then that truck was $300, but the system, the brushless system they put in it, was junk. It overheated every time, so I replaced it with a Castle system. So once I did that, that truck was $400. This truck is $400 RTR. If it holds up, that's pretty similar in value. And then I'm gonna go grab another truck here. I'll put the body back on, which getting this body on is a little tricky. You gotta line this front part up. You gotta get around the sides here. So this is gonna take me a while to get used to this. And I think I did it. Yeah, there we go. So I've seen these flying off too, these clipless body system, but I think you could get some Proline screw caps in here. You could drill into that shock tower, and I think you could do that. My buddy Steve OD from the 313, shout out to him. He actually mentioned that in his unboxing, and I think they spot on with that. I think that will work. And actually, Steve and I are going to be meeting up. We're going to be taking our Rustlers to, there's a local hobby shop by Steve's house. Actually, my parents live by Steve. And we're going to be putting the Anaconda tires on, which are more of a street pattern. They're like a flat pattern, V pattern style tire. And we're going to run them around an indoor AstroTurf track just for fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me go get one other truck that I'm going to compare this to. So I'm going to compare this to an Arrma Typhon. And you can see that they're pretty close in length, and they're very close in width. So now you want to talk about value. This is a $450 truck, RTR. This is a $400 truck. So if this doesn't hold up in any way, for an extra $50 you can get this. So that is a plus for the Typhon. They're both pretty low stance. I know this is a stadium truck, but boy, it's very close to the height, width, and length of an 8th scale buggy. So something to keep in mind there. And then I guess the last truck that I would compare it to is one that I no longer have in my collection, the Red Cat MT10E. I think it would be a little bit shorter. I think it would be probably about the same width. I had some 2.8 stadium truck tires on it. Maybe I'll put a picture of it up in this video. I put a lot of money into that truck. That truck's $300, but I put a ton of money into it. I think after that time I was done putting the center diff and a few other upgrades and the 2.8 tires, I think it was about a $500 truck. So if this one holds up with the stock system RTR, I think it could be a better value than an MT10E. The truck I don't have is some of the new Arrmas that I've seen really cool videos of that are $300. So maybe I might get one of those, but for now I can't compare it because I'm not going to have one. So with all that said, the very first thing I'm about to do, as you guys can see, I run XT150. I'm going to void my warranty and I'm going to cut off those Traxxas connectors, and I'm running XT150s. I wouldn't recommend everybody doing that. A lot of people just use connectors. Not me. I don't want to mess around with a connector. I'm going to solder on XT150s, and we're going to go with that. I'm going to take the risk. So other than that, I'm going to run some 2S. I'm expecting until I gear up to only get about 30 miles an hour on 2S, and then I'll run this 3S, and I should be getting around, I think the box says 40 on 3S. And then once I'm done going to the track, then I'll play around with the 17 tooth that came with it, which is nice. And then you can also get an optional 20 tooth to get to 65 miles an hour, so I might try that too. But we'll see how weather and everything cooperates. It's fall here in Michigan. And of course, this is late October, and this truck just came out, which is a bummer. Plus, I had to wait for a week for it. It would have been an awesome weekend, but that's the way it is. So that's my Rustler, guys, and I can't wait to run this thing and really see how this Traxxas experiment goes for me. Till next time, guys.